bones of the skull. Part 1. Skull is divided into two parts: neurocranium and face. In this video, you are going to learn about basic anatomy of neurocranium. Neurocranium is made of 8 bones. They are frontal bone, parietal bones, temporal bones, occipital bone, ethmoid bone, and sphenoid bone. Let's discuss about each.
Frontal bone.
Frontal bone forms the forehead and also the anterior boundary of the anterior cranial fossa. As you can see, frontal bone curves downwards to make the upper margin PF the orbit.
Right parietal bone.
There are 2 parietal bones, right and left. They articulate with each other in the midline at the sagittal suture. You can see the groove where the middle meningeal vessels in the internal surface of the parietal bone.
Right temporal bone.
There are 2 temporal bones, right and left. In each there are 2 processes and 1 foramen.
Mastoid process. Styloid process. External acoustic meatus.
There are 4 parts of the temporal bone: squamous part, tympanic part, zygomatic part, mastoid part.
Occipital bone. External occipital protuberance.
It is a roughened elevation in the midline of the occipital bone.
Superior nuchal line.
It provides important muscle and fascial attachments.
Inferior nuchal line.
At the center, there is a foramen called foramen magnum, which transmits the lower part of the medulla oblongata. And also the occipital bone forms the floor of the posterior cranial fossa.
Ethmoid bone.
It forms the floor of the anterior cranial fossa, lateral wall of the nasal cavity, and the medial wall of the orbit. It has crista galli, 2 orbital plates, and a perpendicular plate. Next, the sphenoid bone. It has greater wing, lesser wing, and the body. Also, it contributes to form the floors of the anterior and middle cranial fossae.
Greater wing. Lesser wing. Body.
The midline suture is called as sagittal suture, and the front one is known as the coronal suture. In the back there is lambdoid suture.
Pterion.
It is the thinnest part of the lateral wall of the skull, where 4 bones, namely frontal, parietal, squamous part of temporal bone, and the greater wing of sphenoid come together.